This is today, Thursday, 23rd of April 2015, and the ERXGen filter shows there are 1, 2, 3, 4 potential opportunities for today, and we'll just briefly look at those. Let's take the first one, GBP JPY, and open the chart. And so we have rule 1, the intra-week trend. So we've had 3 higher highs and 3 lower highs in the past 3 days. Tight Tokyo range. Remember, the Tokyo range must be 50%, less than 50% off the currency ATR, and that is less than 50% off the GBP JPY ATR. So tight Tokyo range valid. Location of the Tokyo range should be at the top or bottom of the previous day's range, so within 1/3 of the top or 1/3 of the bottom of the previous day's range. That's all met now. So all we have to do is to wait after 7 o'clock platform time GMT. If price breaks the green line, we enter a buy trade. If price breaks below the red line, we enter a sell trade. Next, GBP card. GBP card. Rule 1, intra-week trend. Yes, 2 higher highs and higher lows previous 2 days compared to the 3rd day. Yep. Tight Tokyo range. GBP card. The ATR, yeah, it is less than the, if you look at that, 50% of the ATR valid. Rule 3, location of Tokyo range. This is just borderline. If you look, it's just at the borderline of the previous day, a third of the previous day's range. We will see. This might not play out to be a good opportunity, because by the end of at 7 o'clock GMT, if this candle actually goes down here before 7 o'clock, this might become an invalid trade, but let's see how it turns out. Next, USD CHF. USD CHF, higher high, 3 higher highs, and just a higher low here, which will count as a USD as a intra-week trend. Not perfect, but it's thereabouts. Tight Tokyo range, yeah, perfect. And the position, the location of the Tokyo range, absolutely perfect as well. So let's see how this plays out after 7 o'clock GMT. It's 7 o'clock UK time. It's currently 7:17 UK time, so that will be the trigger time will be equivalent to 8 o'clock UK time. And the final one, GBP CHF. I typically don't trade this under ERXGen, but it's displayed. Can you see what price did yesterday? That was a massive volatile day. A 374 pip move in a day compared to what's been happening previous days. It's massive. Again, that's saying there's a setup there. Uptrend, Yeah, compared to the last 2 days, obviously. Tight Tokyo range, yes, it's clear. And the location, yes, valid. And so let's see what happens at 7 o'clock GMT going forward to see what trades we will eventually take. We'll be back at the end of the trading day to see what has occurred. Thank you. Okay, let's see how it all played out today. Earlier today at 7 a.m. we had opportunities, potential opportunities with the GBP JPY, GBP CAD, GBP CHF, and USD CHF. Eventually, at trigger time, which was at 8 a.m. UK time and 7 a.m. GMT, it was only the USD CHF that remained a valid opportunity. And we will go through the four that presented potential opportunities and then just see how things panned out. So if we start with GBP CHF, now how did that then become invalid? At 7 a.m. UK time, which was 6 a.m. GMT, price was at this level, and at this level you can see the first rule, intra-week trend, remained. The second rule, tight Tokyo range, that was also valid, and the position of the Tokyo range that was also at the top, above the top 30% of the previous day range. But as that candle closed at 6:59 GMT, it closed well below the 30%, top 30% of the previous day range, which then meant rule 3 became invalid, and the Tokyo range also widened, which made rule 2 become invalid, and so we wouldn't have traded GBP JPY. And as you can see, that would have been a very bad trade to have taken. Next will be GBP CAD. GBP CAD at 7 a.m. UK time, 6 a.m. GMT, price was still at this level, just at the edge of being below the top 30% of the previous day's range. But by the close of that candle, it dropped below it, and so straight away GBP CAD became invalid. However, this trade would have been a very profitable trade, 122 pips. But you have to remember, you stick to the rules of your engagement. So in this case, we wouldn't have taken this trade, although it turned out to be a good trade. Next, GBP CHF, similar conditions. At 7 a.m. UK time, price would have been around this point, which meant we had a tight Tokyo range, and price was above the top 30% of the previous day's range. But as that candle closed, it closed down, and that meant that the Tokyo range widened, and so it became an invalid setup. Again, we wouldn't have taken this trade, but in this case as well, about 150 pips down move. have been very sweet. And the only valid trade that we took was the USD CHF. Again, all the rules were met, and the entry point there for an opportunity of about 150 pips. Entry would have been there, and in the rules, stop loss would have been there, and when price moved 50 pips, when price moved 25 pips, I've taken closed half of my lots. So I entered with 0.5 lots, and when price moved 25 pips, I closed half and let the other half continue running, and then price moved another 25 pips, I closed a further 25% of the trade, and then moved the stop loss from there, to 25 pips. So on the 7 a.m. GMT bar, I closed 25 pips, half lot. Then on the 8 o'clock GMT bar, I closed another 25 pips and moved the stop loss to 25 pips from entry, and price went back up and hit my stop loss and took me out, and so I didn't partake in this rundown. But if you entered the trade and did not move your stop loss, you would have been in for a 150 pip move today. Very good day. And that's the ERXGen My FX book journal, and you can see 3 trades are closed 100% for a total of 105 pips and for 112 pounds. No trades open. I still have at this time 7:40 p.m. GMT. The USD CHF buy stop is still open. It will close automatically. And so, just as explained previously, enter the trade with 0.5 lots. After 25 pips, closed half, which is 0.25 lots. Then after 50 pips, closed half of 0.25, that was 0.12. Move the stop loss to about 25 pips and got stopped out at 11:02 at the stop loss for a total of 112 pounds for the day. Very good. And that was it for today, the 23rd of April 2015. And let's see what tomorrow Friday brings for us. Thank you.